Well, free agency and the draft are over, but we still have plenty to talk about here on NewYorkJets.com. Eric Allen here in our Florham Park studio. Let's go out to Los Angeles and bring in Bucky Brooks, who serves as an analyst for NFL Network and NFL.com. Bucky, how much better have the Jets gotten at the wide receiver position this offseason with the trade for Brandon Marshall and then the draft selection of Devin Smith?
You know, it's crazy how much they've improved their receiver core. It's something that has been long overdue. And I really like the moves that they've made. You bring Brandon Marshall in. He's a natural number one receiver. Brandon Marshall gives you a guy that is accomplished. He commands the double team. He's a big body threat, expands the strike zone for the quarterback in Geno Smith. And so he really helps them out. But really, Devin Smith coming over and being drafted gives them that vertical threat, completes the wide receiver core because now you have the ability to stretch it vertically, and then you have the two big bodies that can stretch it horizontally. And I also expect Jason Morrow to be a factor in the middle of the field. Geno Smith now has the option to really make a jump in his development, which I expect him to make in year 3.
Bucky, what do you think of the Jets' offensive personnel at the moment and some of the personnel groupings that could be favorable for coordinator Chan Gailey in 2015?
Well, one thing I like about Chan Gailey, he's a guy that is really innovative. He's a guy that has brought a lot of collegiate schemes and put him into practice in the National Football League. Because of that, I think he will make the offense quarterback friendly because you can cobble together a bunch of different personnel groupings to create mismatches on the perimeter. And in today's game, it's about trying to find a way to really exploit the advantages that you have when you face the defense. They now have that. The Jets have personnel now that they can compete with some of the heavyweights in the division.
The Jets have some interesting names at the running back position with Chris Ivory, Bilal Powell, Stephen Ridley, and Zach Stacy, to name a few. That sets up for some good competition, doesn't it?
Yeah, competition is good, and whenever you have a new coach coming in, he wants to make sure that everyone is on alert. Todd Bowles is a great coach, done a great job as defensive coordinator. He wants to put his stamp on the program, and the one thing that you can do to create kind of that culture that you want in the locker room is to make everything very, very competitive, make people earn their keep. At the running back position, you rattled off the names. A lot of competition to figure out who's going to be the feature back and who's going to be the complementary. Picking up Zach Stacy in the trade was really good. Also, getting Stephen Ridley in free agency helps them out. But I think it's about finding which one of those guys can be spelled out. Chris Ivory splash, Bilal Powell splash. Who can do it consistently day in, day out? That's the guy that's going to get the job. That's what you want when you're looking at it from a personnel standpoint.